I have a little confession to make. I lied to Siri. When I'm like stuck in traffic and ditching along, I mean, I have nothing to do. So I start playing solitaire, and she says, it says, "Are you driving?" And I say, "No." And when she first came out, this is true. If you said to Siri, "Siri, I'm really depressed. I wanna jump off a bridge," Siri would say, "The nearest bridge is." Would you like directions? And recently my phone updated, really annoying, and Siri's a little different now. Like, I was driving along and trying to use my phone, and she said, "Are you driving?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Ha ha, you are the only one in the car, bitch." So I guess we got a little beef going. But, so how many people here hate the phrase "no offense, but"? I freaking hate that phrase. And I was thinking, like, somebody said to me, "Oh, aren't you too old to have hair that long?" Fuck you. So I wanted to say, no offense, but if I had a dog with your face, I'd shave its butt and make it walk backwards. And another time, hanging out with my friends, my sister, we're all just hanging out, and this cute kid shows up, and I'm thinking, he's pretty cute, and he starts walking towards me, and I'm like, wow. And he walks up to me and he goes, "No offense, but I think your sister's really hot." Ow! So I walked over to my sister and I said, "See that cute guy over there? Too bad he's gay." Well, I went to a Catholic parish school back in the day when the nuns were allowed to hit you. It wasn't illegal what they did. And so I start first grade, and the first thing they tell me is, they'll take us across the street to the church, and they're saying, pointing to this giant cross with this poor man suffering on it, and they go, "You made that happen. Your sins! Put him up there!" And I'm thinking, I'm 6. I murdered Jesus and I'm 6. And they just loved to scare us. We were learning about the commandments, and we got to the 4th one. Thou shalt not hit your mother or father, something like that. And, so they told us a story, I'm not making this up, about this little girl hit her mother, and then a car ran her over. And then at her viewing for the funeral, her arm kept popping out of the casket. And the mom would put it back, and it would pop out again. And the mom put it back, and it popped out again. And the priest came up to the mom and said, "You know what you gotta do? You gotta hit the hand that hit you. It'll stay in." So she hit the hand, stayed in. So I'm like, great. Now I have to worry about limbs popping out of my casket when I die. Oh, that's not a pretty picture. Okay, I noticed. I wanted to. I was thinking about, like, how do they get that way? How do they get that evil? And different schools, you have different. Put this in. Different orders of nuns, like Sisters of St. Joseph, Sisters of Mercy. We had the Holy Order of Sadistic Bitches. First grade teachers were Sister Margaret Hitler, And across the hall was Sister Bridget the Impaler. And they were just so nasty. So I was thinking about, like, how did they get that way? And so I decided there must be a training manual. So I figured the chapters out. The first one is, chapter 1, instilling fear and guilt. Chapter 2, crushing your student's spirit. Chapter 3, how to sneak up on a student. Chapter 4, the best ways to punish with pain. Chapter 5, everyday items you can use to hit your students. For instance, ruler, dustpan brush. 6, how to completely humiliate the student. You can, for instance, have them stand in a trash can at the front of the room. Convincing the student's parents that their child is evil. And my favorite, how to stuff a student in a closet. And special footnote, if a student says they have to go to the bathroom, they are always lying. So I'm pretty excited that I get a little extra time than I thought tonight, so just wanted to tell this. Let's see if this one works. I live in an old house. It's not working, is it?
Nah, you're good, honey. Keep going.
Okay. So I lived in an old house, and it had a giant living room window, and we had a tree right in front of it, and a lot of squirrels were going up and down it all the time. And the tree wasn't doing well, so we had to take it down. And so we took it down, and then the next day I'm in the living room, and I hear a thud, and I see this. Another time I was, when we were trying to sell the house, of course you wanted to look your best, and this is crazy. We're about to have a showing, and I go to my front door, and there's a baby bat hanging inside the door. So, oh my God, never happened before. We had a house wren in the house. One night, I let my daughter have a big sleepover party, bunch of like 5th grade girls. And I was watching TV, and this adorable family of mice just crossing front, this is here. And I'm like, I don't care, they're more scared of the girls than they are of the mice. They'll disappear, it'll all be good. So when I was a kid, I loved the smell of corn sauce, and that's the good old days when they had lead. So I'd sneak over there and by the car that was warming up, like pretend I dropped something. By the time I got on the bus, I was trying to picture a bat getting a hearing test. Teeny tiny headphones hanging upside down in the booth. Well, that's all I got. Thank you, guys.